Hi there, and this is the latest video for Genocide Dolphins. It's been a long while because I've been working on various things, and the VR Jam demo was a nightmare really. Even though I had it working quite brilliantly, my PC decided it would die that day. I didn't have time to render the occlusion data, which is the stuff that helps the game run very quickly. So my frame rate was disastrously low. But this demo, I've spent a lot of time optimizing it and taking out certain things and stuff. And the frame rate has gone drastically up again. Now it's probably getting cut off a bit in the corner, but as you can see, it's going between 60 and 70 FPS, which is amazing really, considering the demo I submitted to VR Jam was about 4 frames a second when you had the Rift on, which would make anyone feel pretty sick. So I don't hold out much hope for my chances in that unless they read that I had problems and sympathized. So here we go. As you can see, I've got this water here. Now initially there's a couple of issues. The first thing that happens is the water looks weird on the first appearance, and also on your first 360 degree turn, wow, frame rate's up to 97 there. That's the stuff of dreams after 3 weeks of optimizing. First 360 degree turn, you'll see it. Oh, it didn't seem to happen there. Normally it jerks the very first time, probably when it's uploading all this stuff to the graphics card. So what I think I'm going to do is, before the game actually starts, I'm going to automate a movement of the character. So he's going to start back here. There's an Amiga computer as well, by the way. Lovely. And this is in a Cray supercomputer here with a weird thing above it. Anyway, I'm going to make it so that when you appear, it does a quick 360 degree rotation, and the character goes all the way up to here and back again, and you won't even know because it'll be behind an intro screen. But that way, the jerks where it uploads to the graphics card, etc., will be moved out of the way. Anyway, I digress. There was a lot of things you could blow up here in that one. For this one, I've taken them out because I suspect that the constant comparing of the physics to see if it's moved and all that is an issue, you know, slowing it down. And I did read somewhere one night when I was doing some drunken optimizing research, there's a way to make the physics different, and so it doesn't check all the time, or it's asleep when it's still. So then these things I'm talking about that blow up should actually be like a lot quicker. But this is the stage I'm at, and I've been working very ridiculously hard to get this running at a sensible pace and to get some decent textures and reflections and everything in, and get the water so it looked really good but still running at a sensible pace. Actually, you used to be able to go in the water, but now you can just run on top of it for this demo. As you can see, not everything's reflected. This is one of the tricks to make it fast. The trees are reflected here, and these buildings here, and the cool thing like that there and that. But as you can see, that text there, ST8, isn't, only the building it's on, and this engine, this jet engine isn't, and things like that. That helps it speed it up. These things on, and I've really increased the size and everything on the reflection. I've tinkered with it so it looks good, but actually the resolution of that is not so low, but you can't tell. It's not so high, you can't tell because of the distortion. Anyway, that's enough about that. Let's have a look at the rest of the world. Well, let me tool up on some guns first. There's nothing to kill really. And up here there's a slow-mo you get, and then there's a thing you blow up there normally, which I've taken away, but you would be able to destroy that in slow-mo, which will probably come back on my next demo. Right now I'm really just recording this so I can see how fast it is, and I'll probably come back to this when it inevitably gets slow again. So I've got a little hidden room in here, which is right from the beginning. That room has been there in fact. And down here I've got a train station now, and there will be trains in here, obviously. There'll be trains that come and go, take you to different parts of the world. And there's some awesome views now. The world is really starting to overlap, so things are coming together in their own, you know. So there is some stuff that blows up, and there is a guy down there actually. Right, and there's a guy up there as well, as you can see. But I'm waiting for an AI module from some asset author, so I'm going to use his AI instead of mine, because I tried the best 5 or 6 AI platforms on the asset store, on the Unity asset store, and they were all pretty rubbish, and I paid quite a lot of money for some of them. I guess I should apply for a refund in a way, but I did spend my time and learn things and use them and that, so maybe I don't deserve a refund. But I couldn't use them, they weren't good enough. And I've written my own, which was kind of good enough for demo purposes, but then I realized, you know, I'm not really an AI expert. See how everything's linking together? Soon you'll be able to go around and every part of it will link up. And I've got like a water park there, which I'll explain at some point. Now this looks a bit small, this whole world now, because I've made the guy bigger, and most of the game has been scaled up to accommodate, but this is one part which hasn't actually. Where's that guy? There was a guy here. I saw him. Oh, there he is. So he still does attack. I had to rebuild him, and now he's shooting himself in the back. I had to rebuild him for the VR Jam competition, and it's not quite as good. Look, the rockets don't properly blow up on you and things like that. But anyway, you can see that it's working. If you crouch, he sort of looks sensible. And as you can see, my cartoon effect there is completely messed up as well. Like I say, it's mostly because of the changes in size and everything's gone through. This looks too small now, this is all a bit messed up. And I'm not sure what's happening there, things disappear at this point. But I will teleport back to the main room so I can go somewhere else. So that's really the train station and the way it's all linking up. And down here I've got this sort of kind of Dutch feeling corridor here. I'm starting to put the adverts in the right places, and we've got these little Dutch style things, bridges and windows here, and a nice weird lamp. And I'm thinking about adding a multiplayer ability to this actually, which might make it easier to avoid doing AI for a while, just as a stopgap while I develop the game. And you can actually pick things up properly now, so I can pick that up by pressing F when the little hand appears, and then I can fire it off. It needs to be a bit more, see the hand there? Needs to be a bit more power behind the throw, but as you can see, it does work. So around here is similar, but it has changed a little bit. I've still got this little alleyway here, which I've called Smarvenel, and you can walk around here. Everything's tiny now, and I've had to cut off salad days there for various reasons. Whoa, and you can't get around, but basically to optimize the game and make it work, you don't want to be able to see really far into the distance. Same here, where my crosshair is, I've had to cover up that gap there. The graphics card simply can't handle seeing too far, so a lot of stuff has been messed around with and tweaked, but it is running a lot faster, and things are changing. I've got this window here so you can go down here and everything, and got the Kowloon over there, which you might have seen from the website, and I've got there's the Club Geodesic in there. So things are still the way they were, but I've had to tinker with them a lot to make them look a lot nicer, to make it feel a lot nicer, and to make it run a lot faster graphics card wise. And there's still a little secret place you can get down here, and I've still got the clubs and that there. There's the House of Lords. There's another dude here who's going to attack me, and this temple thing. So the game world is looking really nice, and everything's optimized. As you can probably notice, things have let's go to a Kitos. This is funny.
Here at Screaming Tom's 8, we are proud to be twinned with the Kitos.
So you can teleport around. That boat should be moving. There should be a guy up there. Anyway, I'm running out of my time. 10 minutes. Here's the latest version of Leith, and there's a shark. But the game is progressing beautifully, and I've taken a back step on the creative side to really nail the speed side, which I think is really going good, considering I've got water and birds and everything, and loads of tall buildings and that, and this is all made possible by occlusion culling and the various other tricks of the trade, which I have been learning actually, because I've been a 2D coder since now. Anyway, 10 minutes is up. Thank you. Bye bye.